delivering joy.
Deadly. They're going around doing all that stuff. Yeah, mad.
The Cherbourg Aboriginal Shire Council, north of Toowoomba, is giving every home in town a free leg of ham for the festive season.
Because it's coming up to Christmas and because of the cost of living, we thought we'd help out in some way.
After a year marred by the Voice referendum and the death of several elders, the council wanted to do something positive.
Our families are struggling. We've had a lot of sorry business in the last few weeks, so that sort of takes a toll.
So they're handing out 350 hams.
We get funding for a lot of community events, and there's some leftover funding.
Residents are now planning how they'll use the treat in their Christmas lunch.
My daughter will do all the cooking, and I got my family coming from Sunshine Coast.
Oh, I think it's wonderful, like it's the time to receive and and give.
It's awesome because everyone needs a bit of cheer, and the cost of living, so it's a big help.
Garbage collectors changed jobs for the day to complete the deliveries.
Just love to see my old people get happy, and the kids, how they go and see, they get happy when they see the ham.
Getting the thumbs up from young Santa. Tobi Loftus, ABC News, Cherbourg. For most of her career, Amber Farwood worked in Gladstone's aluminium industry.
My dad worked there, my mum worked there, and my brother.
But this year, Ms Farwood took a greener path, moving to Fortescue's new hydrogen electrolyser manufacturing site.
Opportunity come up that I got a job offer and I just jumped on. I didn't really have to think of it too much. It looked like something great for the future, great for my kids, great for my kids' kids' future.
She's one of thousands of workers needed as the industrial city transitions from a reliance on fossil fuels to embracing green energy.
It's not going to be that you're coming to the end of a role or the closure of a coal plant and you don't have a job anymore. We need these workers now right across the new industry.
From wind farms to solar to green hydrogen, there are dozens of renewable energy projects underway across central Queensland at a time when the future of more traditional industries like coal is uncertain. Experts are reassuring those worried about job security their skills are transferable.
You'll see very similar mix of trade, technician, engineering and support type roles, but we'll see technology becoming more and more important.
In the shadow of existing industry, students at a local high school are already learning those emerging technology skills. Working with mini hydrogen-fuelled cars, drones and virtual reality.
It's really showing us, giving us a taste, oh, here, you can do this. And I would have never thought it was possible before I got shown.
I really want Gladstone to become as energy efficient as possible.
Together, they're driving towards new opportunities. Tobi Loftus, ABC News, Gladstone. For a lot of kids, this is a standard Saturday. For Sapan Al-Muhammad, it's a dream come true.
In Iraq, we played in the dirt and streets. In here, we play in nice fields.
The 13-year-old, his older brother Saman and younger brother Rizgar live for football.
It's an amazing sport. Everyone loves it around the world.
The brothers are Yazidis, moving to Australia as refugees 4.5 years ago. Now all three play for the same local club in their adopted hometown of Toowoomba in southern Queensland.
It was a real pleasure to meet the boys last year. We took them under our wing. They've brought so much to the club.
They got involved through a program aimed at helping migrants integrate through sport.
It exists to be that first point of entry into a community, and then we sort of facilitate from a 4-week program into transitioning into a proper team, and it's just such an important tool to get to know the local culture, people.
It was important because I got to know people, the ones who came to the Connecting Through Sports, and I liked it. That's why I joined it.
According to the 2021 census, Toowoomba is home to the largest Yazidi population in Australia. Their Kurdish dialect is the city's second most prevalent language after English. Saman Al-Muhammad is now translating for new arrivals on the pitch.
No matter whether they speak English or not, they can hop out on the field, they can play a game of football and still have a really great time.
Kicking their football goals. Tobi Loftus, ABC News, Toowoomba. For most, living in a lighthouse is the stuff of fiction. But for Reg and Sandra Pugh, Bustard Head Lighthouse is their second home.
There's nothing quite like coming to a lighthouse to spend your time.
Once a year, the couple travels south from Gladstone for a month to look after the lighthouse.
We get lots of beautiful blue skies, and the sunsets and the sunrises, which I like to get up and enjoy, are just fantastic.
During the day, they show tourists around and maintain the grounds. At night, they play card games.
But when everyone goes, it is the isolation of the place that strikes home.
Located on a remote headland near Agnes Water in central Queensland, Bustard Head was built in 1868. For more than a century, the light inside this tower had to be manually lit every night. That was until the 1980s, when it was automated. The area was abandoned, left to ruin. But more than 20 years later, volunteers stepped in to restore the site. Now it's a popular tourist destination, with the only way to get there, a Vietnam War-era amphibious vehicle.
We remove all of the rubbish that the lighthouse keepers and their caretakers produce. We bring them food when they need it. They usually come self-sufficient.
I love that we're part of preserving history.
A history that shines on. Tobi Loftus, ABC News, Bustard Head.